This is the environment. This is our agent Gullu the taxi driver. And this is the target location. The Gullu's job is to learn to drive the taxi to the location without hitting on any of buildings or walls. Let us start by giving Gullu a brain with the help of neural networks and senses, by giving information about its location, rotation and target location. Initially, Gullu is exploring the environment by doing random actions. Let's fast forward the training process to a few million steps. Even after learning a few million steps, Gullu seems afraid to move a longer distance in any direction. Why does he seem afraid? The proper explanation for this behavior is that he has a sense to know only about the position and rotation of the taxi. He does not know what is in front of the taxi. It is the same as a blind man with a high IQ level, learning to drive in a city. Who can calculate if he moves his taxi from a particular point to a certain distance in a particular direction he will hit something, if we give him enough time to learn. But what will happen if he will be given to drive in a new city? He will again need to learn from scratch. His previous experience will not help him much. So now let us give him the sense to see what is in front of the taxi. There will be two groups of objects. The first one is untagged. This will include every object in the environment in which a taxi can be crashed. And the second one is location, which contains only the target object, which Gullu should learn to hit. Now the summary of the final setup will be as Gullu will identify between the target location and other objects in the environment. He will be rewarded +1 if Gullu hits the target location and -1 if he hits the taxi on other objects. Now let's the Gullu train himself for a few hours. It is clearly observable that Gullu learned to drive the taxi efficiently. He is driving the taxi without hitting on walls and buildings. Also, he is going towards the target location. Let's discuss why he missed that one. I have observed Gullu's driving skill for a long time, and find out that in some cases he just avoid hitting the target location. Let's watch some of the cases from them. Initially, I thought he is avoiding only those targets which are too close to walls or buildings just for safety to avoid hitting them. But, in some cases even in the middle of the road he just turns his taxi and moves by sidling the target location. This behavior was unexplanatory until I found that I have done a mistake while creating the tags. If you remember, I have given Gullu senses to observe untagged and target location. I have created a tag for the target location but never assigned to it. It means every object was untagged for Gullu. It means walls, building, and target location was the same object for him. He can never differentiate between them. So he is confused by the reward system. Sometimes, he gets the reward of +1 and sometime -1 while hitting the untagged object. Now, it will be interesting to see what will happen if I correct the tags now, because, in the training process, he never met the object with the target location tag. So what will he do? When he will see a target location in the test process, will he hit? Or avoid just like in previous cases? After observing Gullu's behavior in this scenario, one can say it clearly that, in most cases, he seems confused about what to do with the target location. This is because he never has seen objects with this tag in the training process. Sometimes he hits the target location because, in the training process, he knows if he goes to that position he will be rewarded +1. Gullu's behavior has improved so much after training him with the correct tags. In some cases, you may see that he chooses a longer path than a shorter path to reach the target location. This is because he is trained just to hit the target. He has no knowledge of time. In the later episodes, I will add this concept as well. In the next episode, I'll test his driving skill in the new city and I will be adding some traffic in the city as well. Thank you for watching the episode. If you like this episode, please like the video and subscribe the channel.